everyone. In this video, I will show you how can you integrate Azure Speech SDK with Azure OpenAI. And the reason why we are doing this is, let's say you want to create a chatbot which will take voice as an input and voice as an output. So how can you do that? So as of now, there is no direct API which can perform this action for you. So we need to plug in various components and just make a pipeline kind of thing, and then it would work as a single system. So this entire thing we are executing using Azure. So let's see what all components which we need to think about. The very first thing is we need to take voice from the mic, like user's voice, so that user can ask some question and the OpenAI will respond. So the very first input is voice. Then we need to convert that voice into text using speech SDK. Then we need to take the text and pass on to Azure endpoint, Azure OpenAI endpoint, so that we can get the relevant response out of it. And in the fourth step, we will convert that response into the voice. So this entire thing requires two different services. The very first is the speech, and the second one is Azure OpenAI, and these both are part of Azure Cognitive Services. So you have a privilege that how you want to create an instance. Do you want to create a single instance, or do you want to create individual service level instances? So I will show you that thing also. Let me quickly jump onto the VS Code and type in few lines of code. So the very first thing we are going to do is we need to extract the text out of mic. So whenever user is speaking, we will just convert that text and pass it on to the OpenAI. So for that, the very first thing we need is we need to import the required package, and that would be import azure.cognitiveservices.speech, and let's rename it to speech SDK. Okay, like we are working with Azure services, so definitely we need to grab a key out of that so that our application can talk to Azure. So for that, I'm going to create two variables. One is going to store the key, which we will take it from Azure portal itself, and the another one is to store the region. So once these two things are available with us, we can go ahead and create speech configuration. So we'll say speech config equal to speech sdk dot speech config. So this is the class which we are going to utilize, and it is going to take two parameters. The first one is subscription, which is nothing but our key, and then we need to provide region, which is the region in which we have created the speech resource. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say the language which will we are expecting the system to recognize. So this part you can definitely automate it by writing few lines of code, but to keep it simple, I'm saying set my language as an English. So we'll say speech underscore recognition language equal to English US. Okay, so these are the few things which we need to do. Then we need to go ahead and set the similar configuration for audio also. So for audio, I'm going to create another variable with the name audio config, and it will again utilize speech SDK dot audio config. And here you need to define how you're going to take your audio as an input. So I'm going to say use default microphone because I'm going to speak in that, and the same text has to be recognized. Then next thing we are going to construct the speech recognizer resources, which will take both speech and the audio as an input. So for that, I'm going to create another variable speech recognizer using speech recognizer class. So let me take this one here. It is going to take two parameters, like I said. The first one is the speech config. It is nothing but the same object which we have constructed above. And similarly, we need to have audio config here. And let's initialize it like this. So once these things are done, we are good to take input from the users. So we can say you can speak now. I am listening. Okay, so we are ready to grab the text from the user, but before that, let's write one more line of code, which is going to actually read the text from the mic. So we'll say speech recognition result. This is the variable which is going to store whatever is read from the mic, and we'll say speech recognizer dot recognize once async. Let's go with the async one. Okay, and next line we will just say output, which is nothing but extracting the text out of the recognition object. Recognition result dot text. Now one thing to make sure here is whatever the response you are getting in this, you cannot directly go ahead and read this, because you need to put some checks here whether text is actually recognized, I mean the voice is actually recognized or not, whether user spoke or not, is there any issue with that. So I'm assuming that everything is going all right, so I'm reading in one line, but you need to do everything over here after this particular line. So let's keep it simple, because idea here is to just demonstrate how we can put all these bits and pieces together rather than work more on the error handling and corner cases. Okay, so now in order to make this work, we need to grab these two things. So for grabbing this, you need to go to Azure portal and make sure that you are having an active subscription. Then you need to go here and click on, you can search for speech services, which is this one. Okay, so you can see that it is falling under the cognitive services, and cognitive services is having lot many other things including Azure OpenAI, language, vision, decision, and the last one you can see is multi-purpose. So multi-purpose is nothing but, let's say you want to utilize cognitive service, more than one features of cognitive services. You want speech, language, decision making, everything in one. So rather than creating individual instances, it is recommended to go with just one, and you can use the same keys everywhere. So I'm going to go with the speech one, click on create, and here it will ask you for all these things which you need to furnish. So resource group, either you can create new one or you can choose the one which is already available with you, the region which is closest to you, the unique name which will differentiate your speech service, and then the pricing tier. Once all these things are populated, just click on review plus create and you will get an instance something like this. I can show you the one which I have already created. Click on keys and endpoints, and these are the two things which we are going to grab. The first one is the key and the second one is the region, which is West US. So in my case I have already set those, so I will just comment out these and run it. Who is the Prime Minister of India? Okay, it's done. Let me quickly print it so that you will get to know. So I asked this question, who's the Prime Minister of India? Now I'm going to give the same thing to Azure OpenAI because I'm looking for some response, or you can say the answer of this particular question. So for that, again, we need to go ahead and type in some code. Let me remove this thing first. Okay, so next thing comes is OpenAI path. So I will say import OpenAI, and inside OpenAI, like for OpenAI, we need to set four different things: API type, key, base, and the version. So let me do it quickly here. OpenAI dot API type, and here I have already defined it, so I'm just going to take it from there. Then I would say OpenAI dot API key, which is my key defined here. Then I would say OpenAI dot API base, which is nothing but the endpoint URL, and this is my base. And the last one we need is API version. So OpenAI dot API version, and this would be again. So if you don't know from where I have picked these things, I would recommend you to watch my video, which I think I've shared here. So this is the video in which I have mentioned everything, how to grab the values of those variables, or how to deploy, how to get the name of your deployment instance. So all these things are available in this video. I would recommend you to go and watch this. I intentionally didn't pull all that here because it will unnecessarily make this video very lengthy. Okay, so till here we have everything with us. Let's go ahead and execute this. Okay. Now I'm going to make a call to completion endpoint, and that is like very straightforward here. So I would say OpenAI dot completion dot create, and it is going to take prompt. So in this case, prompt is the output which we received from our mic, and then we need to define engine, which is the deployment name. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this output. Choices. So this is the format or the response, how we used to get it from OpenAI. And that's why I'm saying choices, the first element, and then read the text out of that. I will go ahead and print this first. Let's verify. So the current Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi. So this is what the response which we have received. Now our next task is to read this and convert it back to speech. And for doing that, we can utilize the same speech SDK. But the thing which differs here is audio thing. So let me grab these two lines from here, paste it over here. So this time we need to say speech SDK dot audio output config. So let's add that word here, output config, and here instead of default microphone, I would say use default speaker and set it to true. Then instead of recognizer, we need synthesizer. So let's say speech synthesizer, and here you can say speech synthesizer. Let me comment this. Synthesizer, and inside this we need to pass speech and the audio config. So I think we are good enough. Let's grab the result in some variable. So I would say speech synthesis result, the one which I have already created. So let's use this, and we'll say speech synthesizer dot speak text and async, and this is nothing but it's going to take output and put get. Okay, so let's try this.
The current Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi.
So you can see how nicely the words came out, and this is what I was planning to show today. So you have seen that how we have integrated these two systems together to make end-to-end voice system. Of course, you cannot, this code is not production ready, you have to do lot many things here, but at least you got an idea that how we can put all the things together and make a single system. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and make sure to give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are watching this for the very first time. Thanks for watching.